welcome to another FAQ Monday. I am your host, Fluff, and I am so glad you could join me. I am so glad we could celebrate the best day of the week ever, Monday. First question, what was your absolute favorite interface to use ever? Oh man, you know what's interesting is thinking about this question, I actually have a sentimental attachment to the Focusrite Claret 8 interface because that really was a next level for me. And the things I was able to do with that interface, it being Thunderbolt, I think it was Thunderbolt. Yeah, it was Thunderbolt. Coming from just USB interfaces and stuff like that, and the quality of the preamps was kind of a big deal to me. And I did a lot of big projects on that Focusrite Claret interface. But if I had to pick an absolute favorite of all time, it would definitely be the Apollo Universal Audio stuff because of the unison preamps and the ability to, track in real time and use, genuine 1176 stuff in line and just plug straight into the interface and have it be all in the box and the DSP stuff and all that stuff. All the things that make Universal Audio Apollo interfaces awesome is what makes it my favorite interface of all time. It was so expensive to buy, but I regret not making it happen earlier because it's just made my life so much easier. I will say that as a result of not getting it earlier in my career, I do greatly appreciate it even more than I think I would have back then. So yeah, Universal Audio, Apollo, it's the winner. Have you ever switched out the 6L6s from a PV5150 6505 and replaced them with EL34s? Thoughts? Yeah, I used to own a PV6534, which is a 6505 with EL34 tubes, and it was by far my favorite iteration of the 5150 amp family. The one I had in particular sounded like magic. It was literally like when you would plug it in, you'd hear, and it was just a fantastic amp, and that's actually one of the amps I really regret getting rid of. But yeah, I highly recommend EL34s in a 5150 because it just tightens it up. And the bottom end can sound a little flubby with the 6L6s, so EL34s for just that grinding metal goodness. Oh, so good. What wireless unit would you recommend for someone in a small local band wanting to go wireless for the first time? I would definitely recommend something like a pedal board based wireless unit. Something like the Line 6 Relay series, like the Relay, the G70 or the G30 to start out maybe, or the G50, which is older. Sennheiser makes a really good pedal board wireless as well. I would definitely start out with one of those units because they're really, really reliable. If you're looking to go on the super cheap, get something like a Relay G10, something that just plugs right in your guitar and you don't have to worry about a pack or anything like that, just to dip your feet into the water of wireless because some people just don't like wireless. So that's always a possibility, but if you can, try your friends out and see how you like it, and then maybe go from there and try some out at a guitar store or something. Thoughts on sonic maximizers? You know what, there was a time when they were kind of like the big thing, like in the 90s. Originally, sonic maximizers were for PA systems, and what a sonic maximizer does internally is the circuit takes all of the like frequencies, so it basically splits it up into low, mid, and high, and it aligns them and puts them in, it organizes them, but to our ears, it just sounds like more presence or more low end. A lot of people for a while were putting them in the loops of like PV5150s and guitar amps and stuff and just ruin their guitar tone. I don't think they're for guitars at all. They packaged the sonic maximizer into a guitar pedal for marketing purposes. That's not what it was originally meant for. It does have its uses, like I could see using it on a vocal or something like that. But for guitar, I don't like them at all. It's just, you don't need it. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. My flight was so long that 6 hours after getting home, I still feel the gentle rocking of sitting in a plane. It sucks. My suggestion to you this week is to check out this awesome video titled From the Archives from Paul Reed Smith. They check out Paul's first two guitars that he ever built, and he kind of talks about getting some of his old guitars back and how Neil Schon from Journey has helped recover a lot of the early PRS stuff. It's just a really great video and a really great watch to see how far Paul has come in his very storied career. All the Pokemon links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.